In today's video, I want to talk about the couple's memoir and how I go about writing that. So a couple's memoir is where you have two people who have been together for a number of years and they want to write their book together. So you have two participants in the same book. So the first thing that happens when you're working with me and I do a couple's memoir is we all sit down together and we talk about what are your goals for the book? What things do you want to emphasize? What tone do you want in the book? And just any questions that you have for me. Okay, and then everyone can sort of feel comfortable. You can go discuss it afterwards, and then we'll start the interview process, okay? So the interview process is going to be separate. I do need to interview you separately. Obviously, you had your lives independently before you met one another. And then also during the marriage, you had experiences which were different in terms of, you know, career, social life, whatever you might have done that were not shared experiences. And even sometimes people do have an experience where they're doing the same thing at the same time, but they're having a very different experience. So I'll give the personal example. One of my best memories is a vacation I took with my family to Miami when I was 12 years old. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. My sister, on the other hand, considers that to be one of her worst memories. She, for whatever reason, hated that trip. So that's an example where two people can be doing the same thing, but have totally different experiences. So that's why it's important for us to interview you separately. And it also, by the way, gives me an opportunity to inject a little bit of depth and also humor into the memoir. Okay, so after that, I will write the stories and come up with some insightful questions that I would want you both to answer in the form of a letter to one another. So Bill writes a letter to Jane and Jane writes a letter to Bill about all of these things that I propose in this letter, and that goes at the end of the book. At the beginning of the book, there's an introduction. So the introduction can be written by me. However, if the memoir was a gift by a loved one, one of your children, for example, I would actually think it would be nice if they would write the introduction and just talk about what, you know, their parents meant to them and some of their favorite memories and why they wanted to have the memoir done. Then, of course, I collect all of the photographs, family documents, and put it together in a book. So that is my process for the couple's memoir. And if you have any questions, my contact information is in the description box, my website and my email address. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you and I can't wait to hear your story.